Welcome to the podcast, From One Mother of an Addict to Another. This is a space of sharing heartfelt personal experiences, insightful thoughts, and powerful suggestions, which can hopefully assist and offer strength navigating your journey alongside a loved one facing addiction and mental illness.
Hi, welcome to the podcast episode. I don't want to think about my kid today. How do I do that? You know, it's no different than not wanting to think about other things as well, because sometimes we just need mental breaks. And of course, we don't give it to ourselves, and then we just become exhausted and cranky, and then that's when everything starts really falling apart. So I decided to put this just a 5-minute kind of quick podcast together to talk about, all the things that happen and how do we get out of thinking about our kid for at least one day at that moment. How do we switch? How do we switch our minds off and on? A lot of people can't do it. It's a very hard thing. I think it's a personality thing. I think it's something that either you let things roll off your shoulder or you don't, or at least how do you figure out how to do that, and that takes time and really focusing on that exact practice. So the only thing I could say is, one, focus on the guilt about how common we feel about needing space. We need our own space, but we feel guilty about it, because then if we're not thinking about our kid, then we're bad parents, right? No, absolutely not. So number one, take that guilt right out of there. 2, I'm going to reclaim the day. How do you reclaim your day? The only way to do that, and this could relate to anything, is doing something that you like to do and not feeling like it's a job. Set up to meet a friend for lunch. And don't be in a rush. Don't think about all the things you need to do that day. Don't think about your addict. Don't think about your husband. Don't think about your boyfriend. Don't think about your other kids. Think about you. This is how it starts. Putting the time and effort into just relaxing. I mean, people say meditation, and yes, meditation does help. But for me, I believe that the way my mind works is doing things for myself started getting me out of that mode of it's not okay to do that. Yes, it is okay. Yes, it's okay to think about someone else. And think about yourself rather than someone else. Also, one of the things I did was I started slow. Just move your body. Ask someone if they want to take a walk with you. A friend. Go do Zumba. It's a dance, it's exercise, and it's fun. And you don't think about anything but the music and the movement, and that's fun. Some people love to garden, so go out there and plant something. Go focus on going to Home Depot, pick up some seeds, and then watch something grow. There are millions of things that you could do to reach out to reclaim a day. And it could be something as silly as just a movie, because it's just distracting you from how we all feel. And it's interesting because what happens is when you start reclaiming your life too much, then you feel guilty for doing that. But typically, you don't get to that place, because most people, it's very hard for them to even take time out, because then they feel so guilty for doing that. And that's how you have to get over the hump. Just little things. Go to the mall for an hour. Go buy yourself something. Anything to take away from giving them money. You want to go for lunch, but you only have a certain amount of money? Go for lunch. Oh, well, they don't have the money for their own what? Because they want something specific? No. They want a sandwich? If they're around, let them make a sandwich from your house. But otherwise, no way. Redirect this. It's about you now. And what really matters? It helps show other people around you, as well as the addict, that you have your own strength, that you're stronger. And if your son or daughter, it doesn't even have to be just an addict, and it could be a husband as well. Sometimes they pull and pull and pull, and it becomes a job. Life is not a job. Life should be a combination of everything. And Daily activities require you to stop and think about yourself. And when you're getting your hair done, or when you're getting your nails done, or when you're taking a walk, it shouldn't be about all the things that you're going to have to do when you get back. No, it's about just doing what you're doing right then and there. Wow, this feels so good. Look at the sun. It's out right now. Wow, look at those gorgeous plants that were planted at that house. Look how much prettier it looks. Acknowledge things around you. It's hard to get your mind off of your addict, but when you start doing it, next time you walk, you'll acknowledge other people's homes. You'll acknowledge other things that you see on the street. And those are how you start to get out of your rut of everything being about the addict and everything about having to take care of them and what's going to happen next and all the anxiety that comes with that. And it's okay to laugh. Maybe make it a daily activity. Make yourself laugh. Anything. I remember this older couple telling me I met them at one of these groups for parents with addicts. And they said at night at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they turn on comedy. Anything. Old Seinfeld shows, and The Office, anything that would make them laugh. And that was their thing every night to do. Plan that. Plan it in advance. That's okay. That's not a job because you're planning in advance. That's just something that becomes part of your routine, and it will add to your day and something you can look forward to. When you're doing other things besides thinking of your kid or trying to solve their issues, which we know you can't do, but we often put ourselves in that situation thinking that we will be able to. Even if you're at that place still, even if you think you're still, I'm not giving up, I could do this, I'm going to help them get better. That's okay. That's okay. You can still be at that place, but you're also human. And you matter too. And because you think of yourself or do one thing for yourself today, one thing, means nothing. It just means that you're showing everyone around you that you care about yourself. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be sitting down and needle pointing. It could be anything that you love to do. Get a hobby. Go outside and get a hobby. Go play pickleball. Go play tennis. Find people. Even if you don't know anybody, sometimes it's better. Just go to a place where they have open play and just meet people. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. Anywhere you go. This girl told me they started having these embroidery classes, and they have these sewing machines at this store, and they have all these classes and all these fun things. How much fun does that sound? Learn something new. That's what this is about. This episode is just about you taking a step and do one thing for yourself and not feel guilty and not feel like you didn't think about your kid today and, for 1 hour, 2 hours, is that bad? No, that's not bad. But this is how you do it. Little steps at a time. It took me a long time to start getting into hobbies and thinking about other things and redirecting my energy and realizing that this isn't going away. So how do I incorporate me back into my life? And that's how I started. So it's one item, one day, one thing, just one thing. It could be an hour that you're not thinking about anybody else or your kid, just yourself. I really hope you take this advice, and I really hope today you start out strong. And if you don't, end strong. Put on the comedy at 11 o'clock at night. Make something fun for your family to do or yourself. It doesn't have to just be you, but it could be something that you enjoy. So it's about you. If it's game night and you feel, you guys, okay, every night I want to play Scrabble, or let's play one game of Rummy Cube. And because you enjoy that. So that's what you should enjoy. And you should find other people that you can get together with to do the things that you enjoy. Not everybody else around you, but what you enjoy. And if they want to incorporate that into their lives as well, that's great. But it's not about them. It's about what you want. And that's where you have to start. So start with what you want. Take my advice. One item today. That's it. And then if you incorporate every day, you start out with a half hour, then an hour. And it's going to take time, but you will get there. But if you don't start and take that step and think about things that you enjoy to do and start doing it and not just thinking about it, then it's never going to come, and it's going to be years and years and years, and you're going to have a lot of regret, and you're going to have a lot of anger, and then it's all about everybody else but yourself. And then what is that? That's not living. That's not making you feel good. Why? Why would you do that? I know, same reason why I did it for a long time, because I kept thinking I could help him. I kept thinking I could solve his problems. I kept thinking that it's going to make everything better, and nothing made anything better. No money in the world, no love in the world, nothing you say, nothing you do will ever make it better. Ever. Until they want to make it better. And that is the most frustrating thing in the world for us to handle. So, what better way to put our energy into things that we enjoy? Bring it back to ourselves. I wish I thought about this sooner, but I didn't. I really didn't. And when I did start thinking about it, I incorporated so many things in my life that I have to choose every day what I want to do, which cracks me up because there was a time when I used to say, ugh, I have no hobbies. There's nothing I'm really naturally good at. What the heck am I going to do? I don't even know what I like. I don't even know what my life's about. And it was always work. You know, when I slowed that down and I looked at life around me is when I really started living. And when I stopped putting my kid in front of me and realizing that I'm important too, it changed everything for me. And then when I started doing one little thing a day, that's how it really started. One thing a day. I started doing, going to the gym. Instead of working out at home alone, instead of just walking around my neighborhood, I went to the gym and I started going to classes. And that was what I incorporated for me because that's my time. No one could take that away from me. And then slowly I added other things into my life. Hobbies, different things that I enjoyed to do. Things I wanted to learn. You can learn so much on YouTube today. And then you start doing other things to incorporate that and you expand on it further. But for now, you just start with one thing that will make you happy. That you think will make you happy. Even if it doesn't make you happy, it's about you. And you're doing it for yourself. And you're taking that first step. And that's all you need to do. Because again, you know, it's so funny. Oh, you've done everything to get your kid to where they are. No, they wanted it badly enough. They wanted to study in school. They wanted to do well in school. They want to go on. They know exactly what career they want. Or maybe they don't. That's not for you to decide for them. That's for them to decide. Because the longer you get involved in these things, the longer it's going to be before they can't figure it out for themselves. And that's why the sooner we figure out as parents or individuals things that we want to do, make it back to our lives, how we want to live our life. We're not living through them. We're living our lives. How do we want to live our life? What's going to happen to us? Because everybody seems to manage to go on. But what about us? Still standing, worrying about everything, thinking we could solve the world, which it's not happening. And how do we go on? And this is how we go on. One day at a time and incorporating one thing that we do for ourselves a day. Okay, I hope this helps and keep listening.
Thanks for tuning in. I trust this episode brought you insight and strength, offering valuable coping strategies. Stay connected with weekly content, plus follow if you enjoyed, and be sure to journal for your own self-care.